Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Siku Gold, your virtual sister, all the way from Vancouver, Canada. Now, I come to you today with this video. I've mourned, I've wept, I've cried, I've lamented, I've asked questions, you name it, I've done it all. And I want to talk about the loss of the second house in this video. Now, let's go back to the beginning a little bit. When my ex-partner approached me with, "Hey babe, do you know we can borrow money on one house to pay as down payment for another house?" I was like, okay, this is your Canadian ways. I'm not very familiar with it, but the idea doesn't sound bad, because again, there was like a plan on, how the mortgage was going to be paid, and this is going to take care of that, and A, B, C, D, E. Though along the line, things did not quite work as planned. So one thing that took me off guard was the fact that when you borrow money on one house to pay as down payment for another house, your monthly expenses double up immediately. And for that, I wasn't prepared for, because I had accounted for every other thing, but not that piece. So when that came to me as a shock, I asked him, like, were you aware that our expenses were gonna double? He's like, yeah, I knew. Like, oh, how come you didn't come up with a plan on how that's gonna be buffered? How come you didn't come up with a plan on how that's going to be accounted for? Now that we find ourselves in it, what do we do? And again, I'm very much of the opinion that when there's a problem that we face, it's you and me against the problem. But I cannot speak the same for the other party. He started fighting me, and the other people in the same project too started fighting me. And I just felt all these darts coming from nowhere that I lost balance. I lost myself. I just didn't understand. Now, before I go further in the video, I would like to tell you, I have nothing in my heart against him, against the other people that are involved. On the contrary, I know that there are spiritual manipulations behind all of this. I'm fully aware of it. I am fully aware. It will be a waste of my vexation to vex for people that's inside the thing. It will be a waste of it. Let me channel that vexation towards the devil, because now him be the original problem. You get me? So when our expenses now doubled, things became a little harder. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I've always been that type of person. This is the problem that we face. What can we do to fix the problem? And that was my mindset. Working crazy hours, 16-hour days, back to back to back. My health, like the stress that I put myself through, my daughter through, the person put me through, was just endless. And at a point, I was solely responsible for the bills, and all I was asking the other party to do is to give me peace of mind. Like, bro, how hard is it? Just let me be. Give me peace. Am I asking for too much? If you can't support in other ways, support by bringing me peace. But I guess I was asking for too much as well. Anyway, so we get now, when the buying of the house started, the person was included along every step. We visited houses together. We saw what we liked, saw what we didn't like, all of us. And when it came time to bid on the house, and that I have proof, I remember contacting my ex, and I said, hey, this is how much they would like us to offer on the house right now, because the market is booming. Like, it was mad. So, and then he's like, oh yeah, I agree with that amount. I just want to know what the mortgage is going to be. And then I sent a voicemail. I'm like, that amount that he even agreed to was way higher than what I ended up bidding for. And I told him, you know what? Let's cut our quote according to our sizes. In as much as they want us to bid this much, I think we should still go lower. That was my suggestion. And when I share these things, guys, I'm just so surprised today how the person will come out of the blues to say that I am the gold digger. But the truth of the matter is, I was with someone who couldn't lead financially, couldn't lead spiritually, couldn't even lead emotionally. Like there was no leading from anywhere. And it's just heartbroken, because I'm pretty sure on the inside, the person might be good, but those things unfortunately did a lot of damages to me, to my self-esteem, my self-worth, my mental health, my physical health. We will get there. So when I ended up bidding less than what the person even agreed to, our offer got accepted and everything. However, everything went okay, and the bills piled up. No worries, I looked for extra ways to supplement our income as usual, because my ex never had, since 2029, never had a steady job. No steady job, nothing. No steady job. Work for 2 weeks, work for 3 weeks, work for 4 weeks. What is this? Which was constantly putting me in a financial chaos. And in my mind is like, why would you even suggest that we do this kind of project when you don't have the capacity for? But unfortunately, thinking that I'm the supportive wife, the helpmeet, he has a vision, let me make it come to pass. Hey, he bites me for your show, but we'll get there. That's where my mindset was. Let me support you. Let me help you to get it. And just to be clear, I met him in a boys' quarters with 4 other boys sharing one business. So I take pride to say that I helped him to get to where he is in his life right now. He's actually the most successful between his brothers. He might not realize it now, but down the line, if he's humble enough, he will. But I've done my part, and I'm happy to take the door out, because I almost died in the process. And I don't think God wants me to be in that kind of situation. Let's go back to the house. So I started outsourcing or looking for extra ways to supplement the income, which I did. And guys, like I said, I was working crazy hours, 16-hour days, back to back. It's my story, it's my truth, and I will share it to keep afloat. Guys, when I tell you, I said, maybe I talked before, that I was not even saving $50 to go and get my nails done. This hair you're seeing, I do it myself. This is myself, which made me put everything I earned into paying off the loan. Now, what your expenses double because of what you borrowed on the equity of the first house. Now, so if you pay back everything that is borrowed, everything comes back down to normal. You don't have any extra expense anymore. So my focus was, okay, let's pay back that private loan, get rid of it so we can breathe like we used to. That was the plan. But for people who are selfish, gold diggers, and money minded, they can't see past their nose. It's all, I want money now, I got money now. When you invest in properties, sometimes it takes a minute for you to have a good return on your investment. And I think that's what I was trying to save for the longest, because I just didn't want to see everything that was invested wasted. But here we are. We've lost even more. And I'll tell you. So back in 2022, the price of this house was $1.1 million. And right now it's posted on the market for $900,000. Guys, that is, I would say, over, or let me say it's close to a $300,000 loss. Why am I adding an extra 100? Because of the interest paid over the years. Those private lenders, they had us at 8% for the first year, and the second year it went up to 14%. So my rush to pay back the loan while everything was still under 8%, just so it can reduce whatever interest we pay on that 14%. It's a lot. Any money I was earning, bam, paid off. And I can prove all these things, but I'll take that to court. Paid and paid and paid the private lenders. Paid. And that's a jointly taken loan, but I was the only one paying it back. And again, because I did that, the person did not feel the weight of that loan. You have the mind to come and tell me, let us do this, let us do that, let us do. Mugumi. Let us. When you have no us mindset, you have no us mentality, you just really meant let me. Because when we were at the lawyer's office, the lawyer said, so percentage belongs to Sika and the person, and this percentage belongs to the other people in the project. And I'm looking at the lawyer like, who appointed you to choose who gets what? And the lawyer looks at my ex and tells me that's the email he got from my ex. And I'm shocked at this point because we have not sat down yet to discuss about this was your contribution, this is your contribution, so it's fair that you get this percentage and we get this percentage. There was no discussion like that. So behind people's back, you go ahead and decide what's gonna be. How? When the person's contribution to the getting of this property was only 8% of the initial price. And I felt like, let me not embarrass my man, let's fix this one inside. Lord, was I wrong? But it's okay. So that close to 300K loss is not even the most painful part of this journey. The most painful part for me is that the year that I worked away from home, down the drain. The painful sacrifices of love, down the drain. There's penalty for leaving the mortgage early. There's closing cost. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I got served a few days ago with the lawyer of the bank. Served us because they want their money. Because the mortgage of this house has not been paid in months. So they need their money. They need their money, and understandably, they need it. My pain is the labor of love. I sacrifice a lot. My health, my mental peace, my home, my child, for this back and forth trying to make sure everyone was at a certain financial stability. But things did not work out as planned. I might leave with a hole in my wallet, but I leave with lessons nonetheless. I leave with lessons, huge lessons. Let's go upstairs. I thought I would like the lighting here better. So yeah, I can hear a little bit of echo too in the house, but that's because we are getting it empty, getting rid of a lot of things. My labor of love. I want to tear up, but I know that God will give me more. It's not even as if I need more. Actually, I just need peace, I trust that He holds my tomorrow. Vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. There is a lot of loss. This house is a constant reminder of loss. Loss. And we've all lost. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. It's just a wrong time to sell it. But that's what we have come to. And I think it's just better. But everyone has lost. It's a huge loss. Based on immaturities, based on hearsay, then say, based on the devil actually. And the devil now they run am. But again, like I usually say, the devil still needs legal rights. So it's what is already inside the hearts of people that he's using. He's not making things up. He cannot. You have to give him that permission to act through you. So yeah, here goes my labor of love. Maybe I should give you a little tour. This is the kitchen area. There's this professional videos that the realtors did. I'll probably put that up. This is the dining area, living room area, TV. This is a half bath, like a visitor's toilet. I don't have the strength to go upstairs, so we're just gonna stay here like that. So this is it. I can show you the backyard. That I can do. Look at this. Look how green and beautiful this house is. You know? And another lesson I learned from this thing, the Bible says two people cannot walk together unless they agree. In as much as it looks like you agree with people when you're doing things, have that agreement on paper. Have that agreement on paper. If your husband just comes to tell you, let us do A, B, C, and D, please, let's write it, notarize it, so that the day you forget what you told me, there's this paper to prove it. And I think for the sake of both parties, it's actually best. It does not speak about somebody having trust issues. It's because the only thing that changes in this life, na human beings. Why this thing be like this? The human beings, now we they change. So, my labor of love. Oh my God, I'm so pained. Pained even more because it looks like we have to take money out of pocket again to fix up some cost, because the amount that the house is being sold at does not even compensate for all the costs associated with it. Like I said, there's penalty for leaving the mortgage early. That's close to 40 grand. There's the private lenders that are still being owed. There's a lawyer fees involved. There's closing costs. There's property insurance, property taxes, a lot of things. But I'm happy to be closing this chapter. It's painful. It is painful. But it's a lesson for me. Next time, I will not follow a headless chicken. I will not follow somebody without clear direction. I will never do that again. So learn from my mistakes so you don't have to fall into what I have fallen into. I'm just in my 30s. And I found myself with millions of dollars in debt. Who sent me? Who sent me? On top say I won't be supportive wife. No. It's okay. Once bitten, twice shy, I be. And you know, they almost killed the passion and the drive I had. Right now, it's non-existent. But I know God is working in me. I know He's working in me. I'll just sit back and allow Him do what He does. I'll just sit back and allow Him do what He does. He's good. So yeah. Until next time, I'll see you and you later. Bye.
Looking for the perfect townhome with tons of space? Our newest listing has you covered. We're in Cloverdale today at the This corner unit townhome offers 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and is nearly 2,000 square foot of living space. Enjoy oversized bedrooms and an open concept kitchen with granite countertops, a large island, and your own private oversized backyard. Plus a side-by-side garage and just 10 minutes from Willowbrook and Fleetwood Centers. For walking distance to schools and shops, you don't want to miss out on this amazing opportunity. To know more about this listing, contact us. This is Roman Ritchie from Alpine Real Estate Group.